Hey guys, I'm back with another video for you guys today of the Lego Ninjago uh, Crystal King Temple. So without wasting any time, I'm going to show you the minifigures that are included. So here we have Cole. So this is Cole. This is what his face looks like underneath. But yeah, that's pretty much the same Cole face that we've been getting for like forever, really. That's it, there's nothing much else I can really say. I like the design. Looks really nice, really accurate. And here we have Zane. Looks pretty cool. I mean, this is the normal version of Zane, like the normal like version for I think for like crystallized, isn't it? But this is like the only way to get all of them. But this is Zane. I like the detail once again. Looks really nice. And this Zane face, which has got that silver, which we've been getting for a couple of years now. Well, I'd say like 7 years. Looks pretty cool. I like the design on that. And here we have Jay. It also has a nice design. I like the colors, sort of like the dark blue and the normal like blue. And there's Jay's face underneath, the same as every other Jay. I'd say he looks cool. And here we have Kai as well. I'd say I like Kai's suit a bit better, than all the others. I kind of like how it's got that dark red and red. I like that color. But yeah, I like his design as well. Then there's his other face underneath, which is the same Kai face as every other one. And the other figure is the Vengestone guard, which kind of is pretty. It's similar to the Vengestone warriors, but he's just got armor, so it makes him slightly different to the other Vengestone warriors, but not bad. Not bad design, It's always good to get more of them. And then the final figure is the Crystal King, who has been included in quite a few sets. I mean, this is the third set that he is included in, so which is pretty cool. But I think his four armed version was in two sets, and there was another version of him that had two arms, but this is this one has got four arms. And he comes with these two like pink swords, like these translucent pink swords, which is very cool. I like that. And his face underneath, I don't know if you can see that, but let's just take that off. But yeah, that's what his face looks like underneath. And there we go for the minifigures. And one last thing is this like this like little like dragon thing, or this little like dragon thing, that is like brick built, and it can. It's not really much else you can really do with it, but it's a cool inclusion. But next up is the main event, which is the Crystal King Temple. So obviously this has got a few features. Like this set has got a few features, a few like play features and that, which is obviously here. Hold on. Obviously here you can sort of like have the minifigures sort of like grab like the weapons. I don't really know what happens here. Obviously I haven't watched like crystallized, but I'm guessing like the ninja have to go through like traps and that to try and get the golden weapons. But there is a few play features. But this is one of the, just show you, this is one of the play features. You can have a figure standing, and you sort of can send them flying like that just by pressing that. Sort of you can knock figures off with that piece there. And also you can have the stairs like come away like this. You can have like the stairs sort of like break apart and all that. It's quite cool. I mean, you just move that piece and it sort of knocks the stairs over. It's quite cool. I mean, not really much going on down here. Like, there's not really much of a play feature here. Like, just got the shuriken device just on there. Well, so there is like a little platform here that can move. You can move it either way. And then there's like a little blade that comes down or comes up like that. But yeah, you can move that blade so you sort of can stop the character from getting through or something like that. And obviously the middle section. Hold on. But yeah, this is the middle section of the temple, which is sort of like the main like structure. I kind of like how it kind of looks like it's like floating in the air, which looks really nice. I like these sort of like pieces that make it look like it's sort of hovering. It almost like looks like it's sort of like hovering off the ground, and looks like it sort of was. It almost looks like it was in the ground and it sort of was lifted up from the ground, which I kind of like that design. Looks really nice. And then we have the scythe of quakes there. There's not really any like traps or anything here, but sort of you can have one of the characters try and grab it. But there's like a cage here that can open, and you can put one of the figures inside. Hold on, oops, drop that one. But you can put a figure inside, and you can have them sort of like floating like that. That piece just floats like this, which looks really good. But yeah, this cage is like held in just by these chains, or these chain pieces. It sort of is just hanging there. Well, that's kind of it, really. And then the final feature is like this throne that's on there. Hold on, give me a second. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, the final feature is like this throne that you can put the Crystal King on. So just give me a few seconds. But yeah, you can have the Crystal King on his throne, which looks really good. I mean, there is some studs there, so you can put him standing or sitting, but that looks pretty cool. Like how that looks. Looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. That does. But yeah. Well, anyway, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. That was my review of the